Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Deanna. Today we're going to be doing this winter-esque kind of natural look, I guess. It's kind of snowing outside today, so I felt the need to do this. If you want to stay tuned and play around today, then keep watching. Alright, so I always start with my eye makeup first so that I don't get like mascara everywhere, which I always do, or eyeshadow. So I curl my eyelashes and put some mascara on. I'm just using the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara in the carbon black because dark lashes are where it's at. Alright, and for my brows, I start off with a ColourPop Brow Boss, and I just shape out the spots in my brows that are a little harder to reach and fill in with like a traditional powder or cream. And I've got a little bald spot, and you may too, so you kind of have to work at it for a while, so take your time on that. For any really dark spots, you can just take some like brow pomade or dip brow or brow gel or anything like that to get those little spots covered up. So I do that in like the really bald spots, or you know, just little empty spots you want to fill in. Alright, and I always prime the eyelids. I like Urban Decay Primer Potion. I just like the original one. You can use any kind of base you like. You can even use concealer. Paint pots from MAC work really well. Anything you want. I just like this one. And for my primer, I kind of like to let it sit and not be tacky when I use it, because eyeshadow will like grab onto it. Nobody wants that. While I'm waiting for my eyeliner to dry a little bit, I like to take some like skin toned eyeliner or white eyeliner. I'm using, I think, Rimmel Soft Kohl eyeliner. I've been using this for a while. So I just get in the bottom only, not going all the way in, but like on the outer edge. Don't forget to blink. Alright, I'm going to take a transition shade like this one here. We'll go ahead and use that. Kind of buff it into your crease. I'm using a fluffy blending brush for that. If you get it up to your brow bone a little bit, that's okay. Using a fluffy angled brush and like a basic white color. I'm using a matte shade from my cat eyes palette, so you can just put it on your brow bone, get that on there for a nice base. It'll help blend out the crease colors. I'm going to use my angled brush and get this light pink color in and do my crease a little more so you can deepen that. I just like really deep crease makeup. To deepen my crease some more, I'm taking a dense crease brush and taking a slightly darker shade than that first one we took, which would be that one right here. I'm going to use that up in my crease and get it all dark. Not too dark. I mean, I'm not going for a dark look. I'm going for something more natural, but yeah, you just put that up in there. I'm taking Paper Tiger by ColourPop on my eyelid and kind of using that to blend everything out. It's kind of like, you know, you gotta do the eyeshadow face like that. You know, it helps everything. And blend. Now to add some fun to this look, I'm using Voltage by Makeup Geek. You can't really tell, but it's a really nice yellow duochrome eyeshadow. So I'm using that for my inner crease or inner corner here. As you know, that yellow is a really trending color right now with all the makeup that's coming out. So add some yellow and you're gonna look trendy. So add a little bit onto the lower lash line too. I'll blend in later into the dark color down here. A little bit up onto the lid as well. Get one good final blend in with a clean, fluffy brush. I'm gonna use like this shade here just to get in, back in there, have some fun, and blend. Blend it into your inner corner area too, just to make sure that everything's diffused. I like to hold my brush like out towards the end. Since it's so cold outside today, I'm feeling a little blue, I guess. I'm gonna take that really dark blue in this palette and put it on my lower lash line and blend it into that yellow I did. So you start on the outer edge so that you want the most color built up over there, because I don't want like blue going on in my inner corner. That'd be really weird. Unless it was a light blue, but not this dark blue. We're gonna try to focus it there, blending it out on our way inward, and just have fun. To blend everything out, I go back through and take the yellow one more time just to make sure that the purple and yellow are blending well, since they are kind of opposites. And it was a little blue actually. Yeah. Use your finger if needed. This color loves to blend with others, so I like to do that. See, that's why I put my foundation on after all this, because I'm a hot mess, and if you are too, then I suggest this. Because I can't tell you how many times I've like cried my makeup off because I stabbed myself with my mascara, or you know, like moved or bumped something, you know, just little things. So you gotta be careful, plan for those. And I just go over the top of everything with some more mascara. And I'm using Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. And hint for you, I like to buy the miniature size mascaras, because if you're buying high-end ones or anything at like Ulta or Sephora, you want to spend a little more money. They go bad really fast, and I don't ever get through my mascara before it goes bad. But with these minis, I can use up all the product. The product doesn't go bad, nothing gets wasted, and I can travel with it if I need to. Doesn't take up much room, so it's great. And you can sample more products that way too. That's like the finished eyeshadow look. I will clean up kind of what's left over with some micellar water. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've been using it a lot, as you can tell. And I just clear up all the little like pieces of eyeshadow and stuff that fell off. And it doesn't matter like what eyeshadow I've used, like it just falls out. So this is how I do my makeup. I wouldn't consider it backwards, it's just my way. And then yeah, clean it up. I like to swipe at an angle when I'm going up to clean that up and give me like a definite shape, so it looks like I wore tape, except for there's like no skin pain involved. You just swipe up at an angle and you're golden. And if you happen to mess up any eyeshadow or anything, you can go back and fix it and retouch up. Moving on to the face, so I usually wash my face and put my moisturizer on about an hour to an hour and a half or even more before I do my makeup. So I let all of that sit in, and then I take a pore filling primer like this one and I put it on my problem areas, like where all your pores are really visible. I don't like using this too much on too many parts of my face because it can kind of dry you out, if you will. You have to be kind of careful. I like to have some highlighting in there too. So, you know, pat this in and fill your pores. In a couple spots I take Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer for my foundation. up on the top here and here. And I got this from Ipsy, so I like them sample sizes, I'm telling you. They're great. You don't have to fully commit. If you don't have Ipsy, you should sign up for it because it is so much fun. You get 5 products a month for $10, and I think that's just awesome. To apply my foundation, I use a beauty blender or a sponge or whatever you have. Any brand will work, whatever you prefer. And I use Maybelline Fit Me in Dewy Smooth. I don't like the matte and poreless one. It's a completely different formula. And something I've noticed is that it's also like a different shade. But I start on my neck and work my way up. Just because the neck's like the largest area of surface to kind of get, so I get that out of the way. And you don't want to like just press in, because just doing this will take you like a year. So I like to swipe, but don't drag your skin. Just swipe your product on. Stab yourself in the face with your beauty blender? I have. But on my like nose area, I try to be really careful with how much product I put on, because it just like collects in there in like the wrinkles, you know. So be careful, and use a damp beauty blender as well, because that will help you out. For my concealer, I like the Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. I use the anti-aging waterproof one because it lasts like all day and it gives you some crazy coverage. It's not as thin out as like Shape Tape would be, but it definitely gets your job done. I like a more heavy, thick coverage. You have to kind of warm it up on the back of your hand before you use it. And I take the excess and put it on my blender. I get as close as I possibly can to my eye without disturbing any of my eyeshadow or burning my eyes at all. And I kind of go around the perimeter of that area. I'm setting using L'Oreal True Match blendable powder. I use my beauty blender to apply most of it, just because it's like one of the most amazing things I've discovered. It really helps keep everything in. I just do this mainly on like the T-zone of my face, and then I take a powder brush like so, and then I use it on my face just to kind of get the rest covered. Make sure that we got a nice matte coverage. Blush, I'm gonna take, where is it? Okay, sorry. Steve Laurent's blush in Rose All Day. Yeah. And it's like a really pretty dusty color. I don't want to use too much of it because I like this like cold feeling I have going on. I smile a little bit. I don't know, it helps. I'm not sure if you can see just how bright it is. And then I like to use like a blush topper to kind of give me like a glitter before I highlight. I'm using Kaleido Cosmetics in Prom Queen. I can't, oh, it's just beautiful, guys. Okay. So just use that on top of your blush lightly. And for bronzer, I use Tarte's Avenue Princess Waterproof Bronzer. And a fluffy, like, powder brush, if you will. And I just go in and kind of flatten my brush out a little bit as I use it. But I also like to use it to blend. That's why I use a fluffy brush. It just kind of helps do all that. Then I go underneath my neck and chin, kind of go down in like little motions. And then I go around my face. And I also get the sides of my nose. Just to give me a good shape to my face. And then now I will go through with some highlighter and make myself all beautiful. Sorry about that. I think it's an Urban Decay one. I can't remember the name because I got it from Ipsy, but I love it. Gives me a nice glow. Everybody likes a nice glow. Nobody wants to just be dull. And for lips, I'm a simple kind of girl. I'm just using some Adesse New York lip gloss. And alright, that's the finished look. I hope y'all liked it. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.